Hey everybody, Neanderthal here. And today, I've got a passion for fashion. Because I want to talk to you all about expensive clothes for the trail. Specifically, expensive t-shirts and whether or not they're worth it. I'm somebody who genuinely believes that this thing that we do, going backpacking, going hiking, it should be as accessible to everyone as possible. I think I don't know. There's an element of prestige within the community when it comes to clothing and gear. And as long as you're safe and you're out there wearing what you need for the environment you're going to be in, I think that you should be able to get on the trail with pretty much anything. And I've said that, maybe not quite so eloquently, a few times on the channel. But I noticed something. In a lot of the videos that I do, you'll look at my clothes and you'll say, hey, wait a minute, this guy's talking about accessibility while he's wearing like a $70 t-shirt, which is a little silly. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. That's what made me think about this. I was looking at some old footage and I thought I should address this. So yeah, expensive clothing, specifically t-shirts. Do you need it? The answer is no, you don't. I own so many cool shirts. I'm not sponsored by them. I would be sponsored by them if you're listening, KUHL. I would be sponsored by you. Please send me some free stuff. No, I'm not sponsored by KUHL, but I do have a lot of their stuff, and I have my own specific reason for that. It's kind of a goofy story. I'll save that for the end. But what do these kind of shirts do for you? These shirts that are marketed for people who are out there in the woods, out there on the trail. What's the dealio? Why do people buy them? Why do you need them? Well, I've got one right here that has accompanied me on many, many trips. And it is comfortable. I'm going to say that right off the bat. These kind of shirts, you do kind of get what you pay for. They are more expensive, and you're going to find that with other brands like Arc'teryx, Cotopaxi, North Face. They're going to be expensive, and they're going to feel pretty good. But whether or not it's actually worth the money, that's what we're going to talk about. So take a look at this thing. This is not that cheap of a t-shirt, and I want you to look right here. See this? Well, that shouldn't be there, but it is. Now take a look at this. Right here on the shoulders, you've got more damage. A little ventilation here. I've had to sew up the right shoulder a bit. So this is a more expensive t-shirt that is marketed for trail use, yet it's full of holes. And this shirt here, similar kind of story, although I've been a little bit nicer to this one. I think I just really like the color of this, so I wound up wearing it a ton. But similar story to this, also has some holes in it. And if you'll notice, see, it's in a similar spot. The reason that those holes are in these shirts is because that is where the backpack that I'm wearing rubs up against it. So typically I'm wearing this backpack here, and you'll see the big patch that I had to put at the front of that shirt, and that's because the waist strap here was rubbing up against that, damage on the shoulders from the shoulder straps, and damage on the chest from the chest straps. So even if you spend your money on expensive shirts like this, then there's a good chance that they're going to get damaged while they're out there, and you're going to be real sad. Me, I don't really care. But it maybe if you spent a lot of money on this thinking it was going to be invincible, then you might wind up sorely disappointed. And I'm not picking on KUHL, because I do have a lot of their stuff. And I do like it, and I will continue to buy their stuff whenever I can afford it. But, you know, that's just because I like the way they fit. And maybe they won't come with me to the woods quite as often as they have in the past. Now, you'll have a little bit better luck as far as finding technical fabrics like this, more durable than these that have a tendency to rub and fray in the friction of carrying a backpack. So where you may want to consider spending a little more money would be on pants. These are also KUHL pants. But you'll find that there is a significant difference when it comes to the quality of pants on the trail and how the comfort affects you versus the quality of a t-shirt. If I was to go out hiking in blue jeans, I would hate it. Chafe City. In this, I'd be fine. So t-shirt, probably the lowest priority. Pants, that's something you want to spend a little bit more money on. But where you actually want to consider spending your hard-earned dosh, your precious, precious doubloons, would be on jackets. I hate how expensive jackets are, but boy howdy are they worth it. When you get a good jacket that actually keeps you warm and keeps the wind from cutting through your body, that's going to make such a huge difference, and that's something that you're going to feel, and that's something that you won't regret spending money on. You don't have to go and buy the most expensive, crazy thing in the world, but as somebody who enjoys cheap stuff and enjoys not spending much money, I'll tell you there's a very, very real difference between a cheap jacket and something like this Cotopaxi puffy jacket here, which I believe is down. I don't know, but it packs down so easy. It weighs nothing. It stops the wind, keeps you warm, packs down leagues better than my other jacket. So why do I have so many cool t-shirts in my closet? A few years ago, I got onto this Marie Kondo TV show. Have y'all ever seen this show? It's on Netflix. It's about a lady, Marie Kondo, who goes to people's houses and she throws all their stuff away. It's really cool. It's a good show. I know I'm a few years too late to it, but it's like, watch it. It's really inspiring. So I was watching this show, and she's talking about whether or not your clothes spark joy. So does this article of clothing make you happy? And if the answer is yes, you keep it. And if the answer is no, you give it away. You donate it. And I found that a lot of my clothes did not spark joy. They were old. They had like bands or text or writing on them that I just didn't really like anymore. And I found that I was working really hard every day trying to put together some kind of ensemble that looked decent enough to go out in, and I was still kind of felt lacking. So I decided I would just find one brand that worked really well for my body type. And I went to REI and found some cool stuff, and I was like, this fits well. It's expensive, but it looks good, so, whatever. And every single month, I would fill up a grocery bag full of old clothes, and I would put it off to the side for donation, and then I would order one more article of cool clothing. And they're all earth tone, which is nice, because now like everything in my closet goes with everything. I know this is a stupid story. Like, why do I care about this? I'm just telling you all this so that when you see me walking around with swanky stuff, it's not because you need that stuff too. You don't. You really don't. Just wear whatever. Wear whatever. Do whatever you want. This message, obviously, it's a little bit more for beginners because you advanced types, you've probably hiked the Appalachian Trail in a fish t-shirt from 2008. What do I know standing in your presence? Anyways, that's pretty much all I've got to say on this one. Spend less, save more, have more fun, and don't get hurt out there on the trail. That's about it. Watch Shin Godzilla. That's how I'm going to end this video. It's a Japanese movie. It's very good. The visual effects are a little lacking in a few spots, but it's unique. Bye.